Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts and toy collectors? This is Starscream 1988, and I want to welcome everybody to Odie's Junk Heaps. So, this used to be Odie's Garage, but it is 2013, so I figured I'd just kind of change the theme a little bit. I know I'm calling it Junk Heaps, but they're not really junk. It's just kind of like an acronym for a known transformer. His name is Junk Heap. And you guys know what Junk Heap hopefully means, so that's kind of like what I did. I am a Transformers geek, but I do like my Hot Wheels, so I figure I'll kind of put both of them together. So yeah, so today's car that I'm going to be talking about, the first car that I'm going to feature in Odie's Junk Heaps, will be the Pontiac Banshee, as you can see right over here. I picked these up sometime a week and a half ago, and it's a pretty cool car. This came out a long time ago. A brief history on this vehicle here. Let me just kind of put these to the side here, and I will kind of tell you a little bit of history on this car. So the name actually Banshee, that Pontiac actually trademarked. They actually trademarked it back in 1964. So that was a long time ago. I wasn't even born then, so that was a long time ago. And it went through a couple different phases. I won't go through the phases, but it was basically, they would basically just use fiberglass skins over Pontiac Firebirds and stuff like that. And they kept being, I guess, kind of like prototypes, but they never really made into production. And you know, then they would later, for example, change it to the Fiber Fiero back in the late 60s. So there was 4 incarnations of this particular named Banshee. The last known incarnation, the one that you're seeing here in front of you, was the one that came out in 1988. It was 2-door, 4-seater, 230 horsepower, fuel injected, V8 obviously. It took its influences from, like, the Firebird, the Trans Am, and so forth, the Formula, and it was supposed to go against the Chevrolet Camaro, but again, it just never made it into production for whatever reason. And if you are a fan of Knight Rider and you've seen the show, it was used as the Knight Rider 2000 movie, which obviously came out after the show already had ended. And this was and it was actually that same color, that right there, the red. It was basically the Knight Industries 4000, and so that's the car that was the new kit. The funny thing is, though, they actually did not have the car available to be used in the show. So what they did was they took a Dodge Stealth, and they had some guy in Hollywood basically build a body to go on the chassis, because they really didn't have a Pontiac Firebird to use, or Pontiac Banshee I should say. So they actually used a Dodge Stealth, which is kind of funny, I think. And then that can happen once in a while and whatever not. So yeah, so again, Pontiac Banshee, it's a cool car. It wasn't too powerful. Of course, back in the late 80s, 230 horsepower is pretty presentable. It's not too bad. Again, there weren't many reviews on this, or if any actually, because it was never actually tested by like people like Motor Trend or Road and Track and stuff like that. So yeah, so unfortunately, there's not much information on the car. So let's actually crack these open. Alright, there's one. Now move that down a little bit. And here's the one that was actually in the Knight Rider movie, and the most popular one. Actually, it was also seen in was it Judge Dredd? No. Was it Demolition Man? Maybe. It was seen in some futuristic movie. I can't remember which one, though. Back to the Future, maybe. It's one of those. But yeah, so here it is. Pretty nice. Let me show you a little bit of detail on this bad boy here. See if it focuses. And if it doesn't focus, because of this. Alright, let's see now. There we go. I like the angular front. It's nice. Very pointy. Makes it look futuristic. Of course, this was made of all fiberglass, so that's why, you know, they can get away with all these funky, like, you know, shapes and stuff like that. I don't know if the spoiler was also part of the body fiberglass or if it was added after. And then that's crazy right there. So again, it could be one big piece of glass. There's really no A pylon. I guess this is the B pylon, but yeah, there's no wipers, unless it just uses jet sprays to clean, for example. But again, no wipers. It doesn't really show if you know, how would it clean the windshield. So, made in Malaysia. Pretty nice. And I'll show you the black one too. As you can see, the interior a little bit better. Of course, the Hot Wheels Tampa's kind of in the way there, but, and because it's that funky lime color, a little tough to see. So, this one at least has silver on the lights there, so that helps a little bit. Very, very cool. And that was made in China. And this actually came out years later. So there you go. So again, this is your Pontiac Banshee. I'm gonna try to keep these, you know, 5 to 10 minutes. There's no reason to try to go over, you know, that type of amount. I basically gave you all the basic information on it, showed it to you. So I do hope you enjoy my new oldies junk heaps. I will be doing these a little bit more often. I know that the first garages I was doing multiple cars, but this time I'm gonna try to keep it one car at a time, maybe 2 or 3 at most, but I'm gonna try to keep a car at a time so I can give you a little bit more history on the vehicle. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please rate, subscribe, share, comment, thumbs up if you did like this video. You guys take care. Peace. Later.